What's up, bro?
Hey,
Thank you for coming on the show. Appreciate it.
yeah,
How you doing during these hard times like with quarantine and stuff like that?
it's definitely hard,
It's
but
hard.
yeah, I'm getting through it.
It's good to hear. So yeah, man, I really appreciate you for being on the show. Tell everybody a little bit about you and your name and what you do.
So, my name is Ian McKenna, and I'm a youth hunger advocate.
Okay. And you're from Connecticut, right?
Yes, I was born in Connecticut.
Okay. And you're 16 now.
hmm
So what age like did it hit you when you were like, I want to be like a youth advocate. This is what I want to do.
So, when I was 8 years old, I
Mm.
learned about a classmate who had never had a visit from Santa, and she was talking about how she thought that they never had a visit from Santa because they're poor and Santa hated poor people.
Oh wow.
So, on Christmas morning at like, I don't know, 5 in the morning, we went out and brought them their very first Christmas. And being 8 years old, I thought we had done something wrong
Yeah.
because the parents were just crying. And but then they came over and hugged us, and I realized that it was just really important to them.
Yeah.
And honestly, again, I was 8. I didn't really know much, so I thought it was just I mean, like just this one family having this problem. But that's when I learned that actually 1 in 4 kids relied on school breakfast and lunch. And I know personally, like if I didn't eat like breakfast and lunch,
Yeah.
I didn't do well in school. And I thought it was kind of unfair that a lot of these kids were like being seen as needing more help or less intelligent just because they didn't get the nutrients they needed.
Yeah.
So I wanted to kind of make sure everyone got the same chance. And at first, I was trying to volunteer with a bunch of like the food banks and other hunger relief organizations,
Yeah.
and I was turned down every time because of my age, and I didn't want to let that stop me from trying to help. So I applied for a grant through Youth Service America,
Hmm.
and I had been thinking like, well, what can I do since again I'm 8 years old? What can I really do to help? And I remember my mom's been teaching me garden for almost my whole life,
Yeah.
and I've been really good at gardening, so I thought, well, why not try to start a garden to help feed these families? And I didn't expect to get the grant. It was a $500 grant, I believe.
Hmm.
And I reached out to Home Depot trying to get supplies to start the garden, and the total was over the amount in the grant. But when I found out I got the grant, they actually just kind of worked with me and got me what I needed just for the grant money. And even the people who they had sent like some workers to come out and help deliver it
Okay.
because it was a large order. And the people they actually decided to stay and help put the garden together too.
Wow. And you were doing all this at 8 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's good though. So how did you like find out about the Disney Academy?
Ah, I'm trying to remember. I can't remember.
Can't remember?
Honestly. I think it might have been because I had gotten grants from like Youth Service America,
Hmm.
before, and just, I don't know, I just found out about it, so I applied.
Where's that school located?
So it's more of just a like a little meeting kind of thing. I don't know how to describe it. They flew all of us out to Disney World,
Okay.
where we got to go like to some of the behind the scenes areas at like Epcot, and
Okay.
we would have meetings, and there would be speakers who, I guess, just kind of talk to all of us about like being a leader and how to better expand your reach.
Hmm.
And it was a really good experience just because, I mean, personally, it was kind of like I had been there. A lot of people were telling me, trying to tell me like my work was meaningless and that it didn't really help people.
Yeah.
And there were people like they're like authority figures who were telling me this. Like, so I was kind of believing them just because they were like they had power over me, I guess.
Yeah.
And just being able to go to this event and having these people tell me like tell us all of our work is meaningful and important, that kind of also helped me want to really keep going.
Yeah. Definitely. So I seen that you won Kid of the Year.
So I didn't win, but I was in the finalists for it.
How was that?
It was a lot because they were like very secretive about everything.
Hmm.
I remember I was nominated for it, and we didn't hear anything until we were notified that I was in like the top 20.
Yeah.
And then they had they had like asked if they could come and just have me do an event and they come film it, which I thought that's normal because they want like scenes for the special, right?
Hmm.
And that's when they had it. They announced to me that I was in the top five, and that's not something I was expecting to hear. It's like I don't do this for the popularity or anything. I do this to help, and just knowing that they had chosen me for the top five out of all these other amazing projects was just shocking, I guess.
Yeah. That's big.
Yeah.
So going to that school and stuff like that. Have you been in like any commercials or on TV?
So I have been on TV with like interviews with news stations.
Okay.
That's kind of the majority of what I've done. And also for the Time Kid of the Year special they had, I was in that too. So
Okay. I seen that you met Steve Harvey.
yeah,
Yeah, that's real big. How was that?
yeah. It was really, it was hard. I don't know how to describe it. It was interesting because no one really got to, I guess, like meet him. Like
Hmm.
he was on stage and some people had asked him questions, but it was definitely it was a really cool experience. And
Definitely.
alongside him, I got to meet just a whole bunch of other really cool people. So
So he was like one of the speakers at one of the
yeah,
shows. Okay. Yeah, that's dope. Giving y'all like advice and stuff like that.
yeah.
That's what's up. That's big. Have you met any like TV stars or public figures or any other actors?
Yeah. I've got to meet like Viola Davis.
Okay.
That's probably the second biggest person I've met, and a couple other like sh like stars in shows like uh I think there were people from like Blackish and Grownish at
Okay.
that event too. And there were just there are a lot of really big people.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there.
Yeah,
You listen to any Disney music artists?
not much.
Not much.
No,
Who's your favorite Disney music artist?
I don't know any off the top of my head.
So as far as like 2021, what's a few new projects or things you want to work on or finish?
Um, I'm not really too sure. One of the bigger thing is now that I had taken part like all my beds out so I could put in new beds to make the space also more efficient.
Okay.
So now that those are in, next year I'm going to be able to start producing more
Okay.
because I replaced beds so I could try to get just more production because a lot more people have definitely needed help during this time,
Hmm.
and I've just felt obligated to do more to help those people.
Here, would you think about like doing your own like YouTube show?
Um, I haven't really thought of that much. The most I thought of is doing like cooking demos and posting that.
Okay.
Because another one thing I've encountered with this is that a lot of the people won't take something, so they don't know how to cook it.
Yeah,
So if I were to be able to make a way that people would know how to cook it, then it would definitely help out.
that's what's up. Yeah, bro. I definitely appreciate you taking time out to be on the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Definitely keep doing good things, man.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
All right, bro. Yeah, man. Shout out to my little bro. I'm saying he's doing his thing, TV style. You know, from the Disney Academy. Appreciate everybody on the check-in. It's your boy Go Rome. Don't forget to click the link in the bio.